Welcome to today's DIY do-it-yourself. Today we're gonna make in some garden pavers. First thing you're gonna need is a nice little mixer to speed up the process. We got one here to help mix the cement. It's the first thing you're gonna need. You're also gonna need a wheelbarrow to easily transport the cement. Next step is to designate an area that you'd like to put the pavers, and we're gonna need to clean all this out, clean it in its entirety. So we need to prep the area, make sure the area is clean. What I use is a rake, handy dandy rake, and I rake up the leaves. We're gonna do just this small area right here, so we need to make sure it's clean. So step 2 is to make sure it's clean. Now, as you can tell, this small little area here that I'm doing, I cleaned the area, make sure the area is cleaned. And guys, do not forget protective gloves, especially us females. Protective glove protect our delicate hands and our pretty nails. Make sure you wear protective gloves. And now we're gonna get to the fun stuff. Guys, this is the mold that we're gonna be using. Very inexpensive. It's a very pretty way to get the stones, garden stones. You can do pathways, and you can purchase this online from Lowe's, Home Depot. This one, I've seen it at Lowe's. I think it's like $30-something, which is not bad. So this is the mold pattern, and you can choose a pattern of your choice, but this is the one that we're going to use. And remember, ladies, we like our hands well manicured and soft, and need protect your hands. Next, I bought this little edger just to give the garden, the path, a nice little design shape. So I bought this thing just to give it a little nice fancy shape. There you go, Nova. Nova, say hi. Hi, Nova. Ready to work? Now, guys, we're gonna get ready to start mixing the cement. All right, so now we're mixing the cement. Now, first batch of cement, we're mixing the cement. And you may be wondering, who's that person speaking? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry, forgive me the mess. I'm mixing cement here, so it's justified. So welcome to this DIY project. Now we're mixing. Now back to business. Keep watching. The outcome is going to be great. Awesome, wonderful, and great. Keep going. Now, this is the consistency that you want. You don't want it too wet. You don't want it too much water or too wet. So this is a good consistency right here. Yeah, great consistency. That's perfect. So keep in mind now, you never want it too wet. And then while you're doing the process, there's built up right here. I should be having on my gloves, but just to show you built up, you want to get all that down. So this is the first batch, and we're going to continue. I put on a protective bonnet to protect my hair, because this job can get pretty messy. So I put on a protective bonnet just to protect my hair, and we're going to continue. Now we're going to get started. You're going to need a sponge. You're going to need this tool right here and this tool here. Now we're going to set the mold, and we're going to get started. Concrete is in here. I have a funnel to scoop it out. Now everybody get excited. Get excited. It's time for us to get some mold garden stones. Get excited. Let's get going. Now I'm going to put down the first mold. I'm scooping up the cement, and I'm filling in the mold. Come over here. Come over here, sweetie. So you just take your time, fill the mold. We're going to smooth it out later. What we're trying to do is get the cement into each mold. So you can use anything of your choice. I'm using a funnel. You can take your hand. This is the importance of having the gloves. But just now, I'm just filling it in. Filling all the squares. Take your time. And just fill in the squares. it's a little bit too extra, you can always move it. Put it over. The goal is to fill the bowl. You want to get it all the way up to the top. This one is a little bit overfilled. If it's overfilled, you can just scoop away a little. This one is a little bit more. So you want to try to get it pretty even.
Negativity around me, high frequency. I'm talking higher G-O-D, good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency.
So now we're taking this tool right here. And we're just gonna smooth the concrete, put it in the mold, smooth it out, gentle, making sure the corners are fitted. Take your time, smooth it out. Make sure the mold is fitted. Make sure concrete is set in the mold, no spaces, nothing. So just making sure now at this moment that all it's fitted in the mold. I'm just smoothing it out. Make sure nickels and crannies is good. Smooth it out. Make sure it's even. So you just want to take your time and just make sure it's even. Just want to smooth. Make sure the mold, everything is smooth in the mold. Make sure you take your time with each stone. Make sure it fits in the mold. Any little extra that crosses any line, you just sweep it up. You can fill it in via that section. Take your time. This one is a little bit too much, so I'm just going to take some off this one and put it over here. Because it's a little bit too much on the board. And then I'm going to go ahead and smooth it out. Take my time, smooth it out so it fits in the mold. Extra, just smooth it out. Now I'm using this tool right here. Just make sure everything is even. Smooth it out. Make sure it fits properly in the mold. I'm just gonna sit on the ground a little bit, getting myself dirty, but it's okay. We're getting it done. Let me just smooth it out. Make sure it fits the mold. Using this tool, smooth it out. Make sure right here that everything fits smoothly in the mold. So make sure. Just take your time. Smooth it out. This takes patience, guys. A lot of patience. But in the end, the finished product is going to be beautiful. You could paint it. And the most important part, it's your unique piece of artwork. And you save a lot of money. Because way less expensive versus a traditional stone that you have to purchase in Home Depot, which costs a lot. So take your time, be patient, trust the process. In the end, the finished product is going to be beautiful. I promise you, it will be beautiful. Just stick, hang in there. Make sure all the ends are smooth. Smooth, smooth. This one here. I think I'm a little bit satisfied. It's not perfect, but not bad. Just gonna get it all smoothed out as much as I possibly can. Make sure everything fits in the mold. I get out those little edges, those little details there. Rubbing around the edges. Get these little edges gone. Not make the same mistake I made. This mold, you in reality have to turn it upside down. So I flipped it on the wrong side. As a result, I had to redo it. So please don't make the same mistake I did. So what I'm trying to do now, fill the mold, and I'm gonna smooth it out again, and then we're gonna try our first one. Make sure everything is packed in the mold. You know, make sure everything is leveled. Nice and level, that everything fits the mold. I use my gloves. Just smooth it out, smooth it out. Make sure everything is nice and leveled inside of the mold. Smooth it out. Make sure everything is nice and clear. There's a lot of work, so you gotta be patient. Patience is a virtue. I'm gonna make sure it's all smooth so that when it dries, it doesn't look like concrete. You know, you want it to look as natural as soon as possible. Guys, please don't make the same mistake I did. I had the mold upside down, and I had to redo the entire thing, which took a long time. But hey, mistakes is not a bad thing. You actually learn from your mistakes. So I've learned. So now, please remember, you flip it upside down. Where you see the writing is on the top. Don't make the same mistake I did. So now we're gonna remove the mold, and it goes like this. Voila! Beautiful, right? Yes. Now we're gonna line it up. Line up the pattern. Now, and we're gonna move on. Moving on to stone number 2. Actually, I'm gonna start from this corner to make sure it fits. And we're going to number 2 next. Now, this is the second one. Now, guys, continue to follow the pattern until you fill up the designated area. Now, stay tuned. Follow me, like, subscribe, and share. Follow me. Stay tuned for the next video. I should have the next video coming soon. Stay tuned for the next video to see the final outcome and the finishing touch. Have fun and get excited. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.